What's up, everybody? It's your real entrepreneur coach, Arthur J. Moore. Hey, guys, let's just dive straight into it. We've been talking about starting your business from A to Z. We talked about Alphabet A. Alphabet A is aligning with your spirituality. How important it is to align with your spirituality because you have a higher source to connect to help you with answers and help you problem solve your business in order to navigate to the next level. We talked about Alphabet B, business idea. We talked about how important it is for you to understand if your business have a place in the marketplace to solve a need. We talked about Alphabet C, which is customer research and development, for you to know how to identify who is your client. That is very important for you to know who is your client and how to target that client in order for you to be successful with closing the client, meaning you have to know who they are. Spend some time with finding out who they are. Now today, guys, we're going to be talking about Alphabet D. What is Alphabet D? Alphabet D is developing a business plan. Hey guys, let's just go into that real briefly. What's the word I would say? This is elementary. But let me tell you about how elementary it is. A lot of us have not even started a business plan before we started our business. Think about that. A lot of us just go with the flow. What is the flow? What you know. What you learned from when you was working a job and you took what you learned at your job and tried to start your own business or start your own business. It had to come from something that you have been doing, that you've been making some money off of, and then you start taking it serious and then start trying to make more money off of it, but you're making it off of your own ideas. That's why it's so important, like I always say, for us to be connected with Alphabet A, being aligned with your spirituality so everything is not being done off of your own understanding. You guys understand what I'm saying? Because when you're doing it on your own understanding, there's only so far you're going to go before you come tumbling down. I know some of you guys may say, hey, look, I don't want to hear that spiritual talk. I just want to hear about how to make the money, how to make the money quick. This may not be the channel for you. This may not be the video for you. Because I'm talking to you from some real facts. I'm talking to you from some things that I've been through and some things that I can help you out with to help you go to the next level. And D is very important, developing a business plan. And the reason why I say that is because I opened up so many business plans, and out of all of the businesses that I had, the ones that I did a business plan made me the most money. The ones that I did not do a business plan for gave me more stress. It gave me more stress because I was going with the flow. What is the flow? The flow is what you know. It ain't what you research. It ain't what you took the time to project. It's what you know. That's what going with the flow. And a lot of us go with the flow. Some of us may not admit to it. Some of us may be listening right now saying, you know what? You're right, Art. I have been going with the flow. Just going what I know, but not going with really sitting down and taking my business and projecting it out. Really looking at the future with my business and really trying to take my business to the next level by having a guide. Now, let me just say this real quickly. Now, what if you were lost and you did not have a GPS system in your car and you were just going with the flow? How you going to get to that place? You remember back in the days before GPS was out? Come on, y'all, let's all be honest. Because I'm just being honest. It was times I would ride down the street just going to a neighborhood. And when I'm in that neighborhood, I think this person know the neighborhood because they live there. So I know they may know the streets more than I know the streets. So I may pull up on them and say, hey, look, can you tell me how to get to 9 Mile? Can you tell me how to get to 11 Mile in Gratiot? Can you tell me how to get to Alpharetta? And somebody said, okay, yeah, you go down the street, turn left. When you get to the third stop sign, you want to hang a quick right. Guys, you remember that. And you go down there, you try to hang that quick right, and sometimes you still have to do a U-turn, still have to pull up in somebody's driveway, bag out because you still got lost. But when they came out with GPS systems and had them connected to our phones and GPS systems and navigation systems in our car, it made it so much easier for us to get to our destination, and it made it so much more smoother and so much what? Quicker. Well, look at a business plan as a navigation system for your business. Look at a GPS as a navigation system for your business. With that GPS, it's going to make things a lot more smoother because you know where you're going. See, when you got a GPS system or a navigation system in your car or on your phone, you know what you're going. You know where you're going. You believe that this GPS system or this navigation system is going to get you to your destination because it has gotten you there so many different times that now you believe that it's going to get you there. That's just like alphabet A. When you trust in the Most High, you know He's going to get you to your destination. That's how it is with D, a business plan. If you set up a business plan and develop it the right way, you'll be able to see some projections. Some of you guys may be saying, okay, well, what is a business plan? A lot of us may think we know what a business plan is, but we don't even know what a business plan is. We don't even know the functionality of a business plan. We don't even know the sections of a business plan and how the sections operate and how to fill out the sections. So a lot of us say, okay, I'm going to go pay somebody thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to put me a business plan together. But even if you don't have time to put your business plan together, you still want to know what is a business plan. A business plan is not something you sit down and you write down, I want to do this and I want to do that, and I want to do this and I want to see myself here in 2 years. No, it's a little bit more deeper than that. Tonight, guys, I'm going to share with you exactly the components and the sections of a real business plan so you can understand what a business plan is. If you don't have a business plan, you need to do what? Start developing a business plan. That's alphabet D. If you're a new business getting started and you just want to get started with just going to get a business license and skipping A, B, and C and just getting straight to the business license, don't do it. You're going to fail. Because you're not going to have any projections. You're not going to be able to see the future. You're not going to have anything to compare with. You're not going to have anything to show you if you are on the right track when you feel like you're not on the right track. Some of us that's already started business and been in business for a long time, just going with the flow, may need to take the time and say, you know what, let me put a business plan together from right here where I'm at. So I don't have to continue to go with the flow. I can start seeing where I'm going because I got my business GPS. I got my business navigation system set up. All right, so let's just dive deep into what is a business plan and what a business plan look like. I wrote down some areas, some topics here. The business plan starts off with what? A executive summary. Some of you guys may be saying, okay, well, what is a executive summary? A executive summary is it's the first thing that people read when they look at your business plan. Your address, the name of your company. It's the first thing they see, which is your executive summary. The first thing they see, you want to let them know who are you, where's your company, what's the address, how long you've been in business. This is your executive summary, the first thing they see. All right, that's the first one, executive summary. What is the second one? The second one is your business description. Well, what is a business description? A business description is a detailed explanation of your business. Now you're going into detail about who is your business and the explanation of why your business exists and what can you bring to the table. The explanation of your business. That's a detailed explanation. When you go to the bank and you go anywhere that's going to give you some real money for your company, they want to see your business plan. If you don't have a business plan together, guess what? It's going to be harder for them to loan you some money or give you anything because they know that you don't have a navigation system for your business. The next section is a marketing research. Well, what is marketing research? Marketing research is a target market and an industry. It's a target market and the industry, meaning that when you do your marketing research, you're targeting a certain industry or you're targeting a certain market. Just like I talked to you before in alphabet B and a little bit in alphabet C, how can you even market to your client if you don't even know who your client is? If you don't even know who is your client, what your client do? See, you got to be able to research your client so you can be able to do a marketing research. See, once you research your client, now you know how to do your marketing research on how to market to that specific client that you already found out who that client is. All of this go together. If you don't know who your client is, how can you market research a client to market to and you don't even know who your client is? See, once you find out who your client is, now you can start researching your marketing strategy on how to reach out to that particular client that you already know that you can service a need for them. Marketing research. You want to put that in your business plan. You want to put it out there so anybody that wants to invest with you, or not even just invest, for you to be able to go back and remind yourself of what you're supposed to be doing, you can go back and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. You can tweak it. Know who you're dealing with and who you're not dealing with. Who you should be marketing to and how you should be marketing to them. The next one, organization and management structure. What is an organization and management structure? What it does. Who run the business and how it's set up. That portion goes into your organization and management structure. Who runs the business and how it's set up. Is it an LLC? Is it an S Corp? Is it a C Corp? How is it set up? And who runs the company? What is the experience of the person that runs the operation of the company? And how is the company set up? They want to know that. They want to have that history. They want to have that background. I remember a long time ago, it's probably about 15, maybe 20 years ago, when I was awarded a contract in Illinois for my flooring company. I think I was in my early 20s, and I was awarded like $300,000 a year, a little bit over $300,000 a year for a flooring contract to do all the Section 8 homes. But before I got that, they wanted to see my business plan. They wanted to know who was running the company, and they wanted to know the deity of the company. Was it an LLC or S Corp? And I could say, yeah, I'm Arthur Moore. I ran the company. But they want to know more about that. What is my experience? If we're going to give you this kind of money, do you have the experience to operate this company to fulfill the need of the contract that we're going to give you? It was good for them and it was good for me, because now I'm able to see who I am as a business owner in my business plan. Organization and management summary. Product and service. It's the next one. Well, what is product and service? What you sell and how it benefits the marketplace. What kind of service do you sell? What kind of product do you sell? And do it benefit the marketplace? Are you guys understanding? That's when I talk to you about in the business idea. You see how all this is coming together? Alphabet B is business idea. It allows you to be able to find out who do your business service, and do your business have a place in the marketplace to solve a need or solve a problem. On your business plan, it wants to know product and service and what you sell and how it benefits the client. See, once you know the need that you can solve for a client, now you know what your service or your product has to benefit to that person. And your business plan, it'll just remind you, like a GPS. It lets you know, turn left, turn right, keep straight, stay on this road 113 miles. That's what this business plan is doing. So whenever you fall off track, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go back to your business plan and make sure that you're on track, or you're going to tweak it so that you can make it even better, so you can make sure that you're getting to your designated spot. The next one, marketing and sales strategies. What is that? How you attract customers. Now you know who your customer is. Now you know who your client is. How are you going to attract them? Write it down in your business plan, so you can always be reminded of how you're going to attract that client. So you'll never forget how you attract clients. Because see, if you know how to attract your client, all you can do is get better with doing what? Attracting your clients. Last but not least, I think this one should be at the top. But this is normally how business plans are structured. Financial plan and projections. How business makes and manage income. Very, very important. I'm gonna touch on that, and I can go all day on that, but I'm gonna be real brief with you. That is so important because a lot of time when we open up businesses, all we do is make money, deposit money, spend money. Not only we spend money from our business account, but we commingle funds. We spend money from our personal account with our business. We spend money from our business to our personal. It's called commingling funds. When you're commingling funds, the IRS do not like that at all. Me personally, I was audited and was owing the IRS over $300,000. Praise y'all, that thing was knocked down to a little less than $100,000. I had my bank statements and everything on point, but my receipts and everything, I didn't have them all. But my balance statements, my reconciliation and all that was on point. But because I didn't have all the receipts to prove to them that matches the bank account, guess what they did? They disallowed a lot of stuff because some of the stuff can be like, oh, you use some of this for personal. You use some of this personal for business. So your finances has to be on point. It has to be on point with making sure that your business and you're managing the business income correctly. You want to know how you're making money. If you don't know how you're making money, you don't know how to make more money. Listen to me. If you don't know how your company is making the money, what department, how much money it's making, how often it makes money, then you don't know how to make more money. Alphabet D is taking a little longer than everything else, but sometimes you got to just break it down so that you really can understand. Your finances, you have to know how you're making money. So take the time out and find out how you're making it. If you're a new company ready to get started, take the time to find out how you make money. Put some projections on it. If you're a company that's already in business and you got to go back to do a business plan, make sure that you know how your business is making money. And then put projections on it. I want the company to triple this, double this, make a 30% increase in this many years. Make sure that you're looking at it as the days and months and years passing by to make sure that you stand on point with your projections. How you managing your income. When the income coming in, how are you managing it? How are you managing it? Is a certain amount going into your savings account to pay taxes? Is a certain amount going to another account to pay your employees? Is a certain amount going into your account to pay for your supplies and your marketing? Do you have your income managed, which breaking down to pay everything and you're not going in and taking away from the money? Come on now, I'm talking some real stuff. We all fall short of this. That's why I had to get a bookkeeper, a CPA, because I don't do that part. So if you don't do that part, you have to hire a CPA. Because before I had my CPA, I was all over the place. I'm not a CPA. So if you're not a CPA, then you have to start off right with some sort of POS system that can calculate it all. If you put all your money in a business bank account and you connect your POS system to that business account, it's going to show you your profit and loss. But if you're not putting all the money in there, or if you're spending money and you're not getting all receipts and coming straight off the debit card or credit cards, and you're spending some cash but you don't have no records of it, then you're throwing your books off. When you start a new business, you got to start it off right and be loyal to it. Be loyal to it. If you need some money, then have the business pay you a check or make a deposit from the business account to your personal account. If you need to give the business some money, then you need to show it as a loan. the things we went through today is the setup of developing a business plan. It is very important to develop a business plan because it is your GPS, it is your navigation system for your business. Thank you for joining your real entrepreneur coach, Arthur J. Moore, and until next time.